Hello, Game Monkeys, and welcome to HearthStone Chronicles. My name is Rob, and in this episode, we're back in casual playing one of my fun new builds, the Damage and Dragons deck. I will pitch Emperor Therusian as he's over curve here. The last game I played with this and published, I played against a mirror match with another priest, and he had some really nice cards in his version of the deck, so I incorporated those into mine, and I'll describe them as they come up. So, Cleric in the opening hand, he drops Clockwork Gnome, love it. I will drop the Cleric and hope that he doesn't have an answer for Cleric, because I can draw some excellent cards off of that. There is one of the cards I added out of his deck, Malagos, I'm going to go with. It does exactly what I'm trying to do in this deck. It is a dragon. It increases the spell damage. Like, literally, the fact that I didn't look through the catalog and find this card before playing someone else makes me slightly embarrassed, but what are you going to do? So, he is, of course, one of the key components to my deck. The other high-end card, oh, well, speaking of high-end card, there's Yusara. The other high-end card my priest opponent played last time was Valen, and looking at the two choices when I wanted to craft up a legendary, I went with the dragon because it's a dragon, first of all, and second of all, it does +5. Valen doubling the spell damage doesn't benefit me nearly as much. Like my high-end spell, Holy Fire, with +5 does 10 damage, doubling it does 10 damage, so that's a wash. But then at the low end, a Holy Smite doubled only does 4, whereas a Holy Smite with +5 does 7. So it's much better off there. So we get a Dust Devil here. Happy to see the Emperor off the top, because I can coin into him on turn 5, and get my big dragons down a little bit faster. So we'll chip here, and since I drew the Cleric, I'll draw 2 cards off this exchange. There's Holy Fire, like I was talking about. And everything's going to plan. You got a Dust Devil. You don't see Dust Devils very often, because they wreck your next turn. So, yeah, he's going to be 3 mana here. And I'm going to take 3 to the dome, I assume. Maybe 6. But more likely 3 to the dome and chip into one of my minions. And then probably get a Totem here. Maybe Feral Spirits for him. But anyway, my draw package is doing quite nicely here. I've got 9 cards in hand, so maybe he chips 3 to the dome and then 3 to the Acolyte of Pain to mill me 1. See if he's counting how many cards I have in my hand. So yeah, 3 to the dome. But of course, drawing a lot of cards is nice for like Twilight Drakes. No, he goes to the Cleric. Like I think he made a mistake there, because I'm gonna have a handful of cards, and then I can get the Emperor down. Like he could have milled me whatever I draw in 2 cards from now. So he makes another totem, like I said. There's a Divine Spirit. That's the other card that I swapped out. I used to have Power Word Shield in the deck, but Divine Spirit, while it doesn't technically draw me a card, can do a lot of nice things in the deck with the dragons. So I can turn the dragon's toughnesses for either Yusara or Malagos to 24, and then interfire you to the dome for 24. Roughly. So then that can end a game pretty quickly. So from his side, we'll get a Forked Lightning. Kills the Acolyte of Pain. Of course, I have enough space in my hand for new cards. Yeah, he would have milled away that Twilight Whelp, which I guess, yeah, all he would get is a Twilight Whelp. But he doesn't know that. Like I still think the right play was make me mill a card. So he plays another Mech Warper, and he's down to 3 cards, so that's nice. I have significant card advantage here. He's playing another mech. I mean, the Mech Warper, what is he playing that he needs to make cheaper? I haven't seen anything that specifically goes... Oh, well, that's why he's playing Mech Warper. I wonder if he's playing, like, Fel Reaver, and he's hoping to get Fel Reaver down early. I've certainly seen Shaman decks do that. Who knows? So, turn 7 with this Tinkertown Technician. I've got Azure Drake. Azure Drake's a 4/4. I could try to trade there, but I'm also holding Holy Fire. I just think he earns a Holy Fire for the Tinkertown Technician, and I can't chip that guy, so turn 7 looks like Holy Fire, Dome, Fairy? Yeah. So the second Divine Spirit off the top, it almost makes me want to rerun Lightspawn. Like, Lightspawn was in the earliest builds of my Priest decks, and I cut it because it felt like I had a giant target painted on its forehead. But maybe with Divine Spirits, it's worth putting back in. I'd be interested to see what I'd have to end up cutting. So, Fire Elemental, kill that guy, and he'll exchange there. So still down to about 3 cards. I still have significant card advantage here. So that's nice. Okay, so the question now becomes, which dragon do I throw down? I haven't seen any removal like Hex yet. He has certainly used a lot of his direct damage. I'm going to be able to Divine Spirit and then Inner Fire next turn. Malagos or Ysara. Well, I'm not holding any cards that have spell damage, so I'll throw him down now as I feel he is more expendable. Ysara could absolutely benefit me in the short run, but if I lost her here, I'd be very bummed. Yeah, so there's a Hex. Okay. I mean, he was holding 3 cards with 9 mana, so the chances of him not having removal, like he needed something in whatever was in his hand was something he was going to have to hold on to. So, all right, takes out the taunt. Goes 6 to the dome, down to 23. Should be able to answer here pretty efficiently. Holy Nova will help clear the board. I'm not going to throw down the Ysara just yet. I want to be able to kind of protect her a little bit better than that. Oh, look, there's a Twilight Drake. Okay, so yeah, Twilight Drake here. I'll use one of my 2 Divine Spirits. I'd hate to lose them to shot from the 6/5 and then spell damage. Like, if he has a Hex, so be it. But if not, then I can probably win next turn. And if he has a Hex, I can still throw down Ysara, knowing that he's out of Hexes, and then Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, Ysara. So, pretty good shape here.
I wonder.
So yes, I've drawn 5 more cards than he has. So yeah, my draw package did everything I wanted it to do and more. So that's pretty good. He'll totem up. Do a taunt, but that's fine because I have Holy Nova. Hey, there's a big giant mech that you might want to make cost less. I wonder if he is still running Fel Reaver. Alright, Dome, and out of mana, and that is the game. Well played. Okie dokie, well that's been the match. Watch as I proceed to do 32 to the Dome. I think this deck is going to be seeing some ranked play in May 2015. So, I've been Rob, you've been great, thanks for watching.